In this video, I'm going to show you how to get your first 700 subscribers on YouTube, okay? So some of the things I'm going to go through, some of the processes that I'm going to go through are how I managed to get to 700, and also I'm going to show you how other people, maybe not really reaching that target yet, but I'm going to show you how other people are actually starting to build their YouTube channels and how you can too. So with any luck and hopefully everything will work properly, we'll do that. So what I'll do is I'll go through a presentation first, and at the very end I'll take some questions from you guys if you have any questions regarding building your YouTube following. So let me just bring you my other screen on here. So guys, how do you what's the first process that you need to do in order to get your first 700 YouTube subscribers? So first off, you need to set a goal. It's really important to set a goal. My goal for the end of this year was to reach 1,000 subscribers. I'll be honest, I hold my hands up. I didn't do that, unfortunately. But I always believe that you need to reach, or you need to kind of set yourself a really large goal. And even though you don't achieve that goal, at least you've gone some of the way to get there. But you do need to set a goal in order to do that. There's no point in having a YouTube channel and then kind of hoping and praying that your subscribers are going to go up. Your subscribers will go up, but they're not going to go up as fast as if you actually set a goal. When you set a goal to do anything, and I'm not even just talking about YouTube, if you set a goal to do anything in life, it means that mentally, even when you're sleeping, your mind is trying to work out a way of actually trying to achieve that goal and actually trying to get there. So my recommendation would be, whatever you're doing, especially if you're trying to build a YouTube channel, you need to set a goal in order to achieve that, all right? So next thing you need to do, guys, if you're trying to get your first 700 YouTube subscribers, other than setting a goal, you also need to get the basics right of your account, all right? There's no point in trying to push and trying to build your YouTube channel unless you have everything in place that's supposed to be there. So I'm just going to quickly come out of this actual presentation and just go through a few of the things that I think you should actually do in order to actually try and get your first 700 YouTube subscribers. The first thing you need to do really is you need to get your header of the actual channel done right, okay? So I'm going to go through a few channels that I work with who are actually in my forum, guys that have actually taken my advice and actually started to actually implement some of the things that I'm going to try and teach you in this video. So the first one is a guy called Byron. We speak a lot on Twitter, and in fact I was speaking to him earlier. He was on the call earlier, but it seems like he's disconnected, so sorry Byron, you'd have to watch the replay of this. But Byron, what he's basically done is he's set his header and it looks professional. It tells you exactly who he is and what he does. And this is one of the reasons why his YouTube channel, I know he's only got a few subscribers, but he's setting the actual stage up right for his YouTube channel to actually grow it. And this is what you need to do if you need to actually grow your YouTube channel, is actually have a header actually professionally done if you can do. Secondly, I'm going to show you Nunny Boy. Again, he's growing his channel quite nicely as well. Again, he's got a header here. I go to a lot of YouTube channels and they don't have headers at all. Now, whether it's professionally done or it's a header that you actually produce yourself, it's really important that you do actually have a header, and hopefully, again, a professional one as well. Nunny Boy is doing really well, and if you look at it, it's very specific to him, very specific to his brand. So guys, one of the things you need to do if you want to try and grow your YouTube subscriber rate is you need to have a decent header. It makes it look very professional, and it shows guys that you are actually really trying to do things really well on your account and try and actually bring more people on by having a really decent header. Second one I'm going to show you is Nathalie. It's a very different header, okay, very different, but again, it shows me who she is and what she's about, okay? So just because I'm telling you to get a professional header, it doesn't necessarily need to have any writing on it. It just needs to convey what your actual YouTube account is all about. And obviously she's a singer, and this is a track I think she probably did about, actually it's not a track actually, I think she did a video about a month ago, just asking people to get to know her in that video basically. So again, you don't need to have a professional looking header, but there does need to be a header there that can convey what your YouTube channel is all about. The last one I'm going to show you on regarding the headers is a guy called Dusty. Dusty again, he's got a nice little professional header there. Again, when I go to his account, I know exactly what it's about. If I go onto his other social media platforms, again, it will show me this type of styling, this sort of branding is Dusty's basically his branding. Trying to get my words out. So if you're looking to actually grow your YouTube account, you really do need to have a professional header here. Now, there's a couple of software that you can actually use. I would personally use, and funny enough, I'm actually using it for this presentation now. I would personally use something called Canva, which is canva.com. They do a free plan and they do a paid plan as well. But I believe on the free plan, you can go through some of these designs here and you can actually choose one of these headers. You can change the image, you can change the colors of the fonts, you can change the type of font. There's many things you can do, but you can start off basically with one of these templates, and that's what I recommend you do. And the great thing about Canva is I basically just put in here YouTube channel art, and what it's done is actually chosen me some templates that I can use, and it's also the right dimensions as well. So Canva, if you're willing to actually experiment and you want to try and produce your own header, I'd really encourage you guys to do that. Now, I understand that some of you might not be wanting to actually produce your own header, so you want somebody else to do it. I would recommend maybe going with a freelance service, and my recommendation would probably be something like Fiverr.com. There's been a lot of good things said about it, a lot of bad things said about it. I use them quite a lot. I've never ever had any problems when I'm hiring a service from Fiverr. Basically what Fiverr is, it's a freelancing service. These are guys that are designers and they're willing to do things as long as you're willing to pay for it. A lot of them do start off at $5, but a lot of them go up. Now, again, depending on the sort of design that you want, you might have to pay a little bit more, but this is just an alternative if you don't want to design the header yourself. You can actually, there's many other websites you can choose. I'm just giving you an example of ones that I've used in the past. If you're not used to actually designing a header yourself, I would really recommend these guys here. There are many different designers to choose from. I'll leave a link in the description of this video if this is something that actually interests you. All right. So getting your header right is really imperative. So I won't say anything more on regarding the header. Let's go back to my other version of Canva. So the next thing you need to do is you need to share playlists for more views. All right, to actually increase your subscriber base, you need to get people watching more videos, and one of the best ways to actually get them to watch more videos is to actually have a playlist. All right, I've gone onto several accounts over the last few weeks, especially musicians accounts, and I don't see them having any playlists on their accounts. It's really important that you do this, because the more people that can watch your videos, the more exposure it's going to get. The more exposure it gets, the more YouTube is going to show it to more people. The more videos that YouTube shows to more people, the more subscribers you're going to get. The two literally go basically hand in hand. So if you haven't set up a playlist yet, this video is not all about trying to show you how to do it, but I recommend, there's loads of videos on YouTube showing you how to do that. I would recommend that you need to set up playlists, because by encouraging people to watch more videos, YouTube is going to show them to even more people, and again, that gets you more YouTube subscribers. All right, a couple of the people that are doing it quite well, we've got Peter and Ella. In fact, I think I do have Peter actually on here at the moment. Hopefully his internet speed is really good. How you doing, Peter? Can you hear me?
How we going? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, sure. Good. Thanks a lot for joining us on this stream. I appreciate that. So you've done really well regarding the playlist, Peter. So I'm just going to quickly just click into one of the ones, what Ella favorite should we go into?
Yeah, go for it.
So yeah, this is basically an example of how you should do it, guys. And I've got Peter on the call here because I wanted him to obviously just give us a quick explanation of this playlist. But what happens is, if I'm interested in Peter and Ella's music, as long as he's sharing this on social media, this playlist, what I can do is I can scroll down, and what YouTube does, it auto plays after this track is actually finished. It basically auto plays it. So if I just turn the sound down on this, quickly press play, I'm going to get rid of the ads first. And what it does is, we just skip this ad. So
this
what
could be anyone.
Sorry, was that Peter?
This could be anyone.
Right, fair enough.
This could be some of Ella's inspirations.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. So is there a playlist where we've got your music on then? I've got live
Best of.
videos here. Is that a better one to choose? Live videos?
Well, that could be interesting.
Okay, fair enough. So what prompted you to actually produce these playlists, Peter?
We have a lot of people that listen to our music. Without a doubt, with our music, our biggest listeners on our YouTube. With that's and they tend to jump on one. They tell us, and they just because what happens once you get on it just keeps going.
Sure. So yeah, so this is basically a playlist. So this is what you guys are playing live, I presume. So if I was interested in this, I'm going to watch one video, I'm going to watch another, I'm going to watch another. This one's called Free and Easy, done back in November 2019, I believe, Peter. So yeah, so what happens is the more of these videos I watch of Peter and Ella's, the more exposure they're going to get, the more I'm going to be inclined to actually subscribe to their channel. All right, so this is just an example of guys that are doing it really well, and I just thought I'd briefly just bring Peter on just to give us an explanation of what he actually did and why he set up the playlist. Peter, I'll probably bring you on the call a bit later. Have you got anything else to say regarding the playlist or not?
Nah, I just love you. I love your videos. That's all. From down under. It's amazing you're talking to me because I'm in Timbuktu. I'm in way back. I'm in.
Appreciate that, mate.
We've got a pub here. We've got one pub. All right, I'll let you go.
Mate, I'm gonna just take you off the stream, but if you're willing to stay on, I'll bring you on later. We go for some Q&A, and I'll bring you on a bit later if that's okay. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Fantastic. I'm just going to remove you from the stream for a minute. Right, guys, I'm going to carry on. So, yeah, so these are an example of guys that are doing it really well. I'm only going to give you two examples. The next one is Dusty. Again, he's got music videos here. He's got cover songs. He's only got one in there. The more videos you can put in your playlist, the more people are going to watch them. All right, the more that you can actually share them on social media, the more of your videos people are going to watch. The more of their videos you're going to watch, or they're going to watch, the more they're likely to subscribe. So what a lot of you do at the moment is if you do this, you share a video on social media and the person will just watch one video. But what you want to try and do is get into the habit of actually sharing the playlist. And the way to do that is you literally, say for example, I've got DG and Friends, so that's Dusty Grant and Friends. If I click into this playlist, I'm just going to quickly press pause. There's a URL, which is a web URL, website URL of YouTube. That is the link that you actually want to share, okay? So once you click into this playlist, that URL that I'm showing you at the top there is what you can share in social media and what I would encourage you to share. I'll go a little bit further than that is actually copy this URL and put it in what we call a link shortener, okay? One of the best link shorteners that I personally use is one called Bitly. And all you need to do is you need to just literally set up an account. You can set it up for free. It doesn't cost anything. And I'll put a link in the description below. But what you can do is you can actually copy the URL of that playlist, go to Bitly, click on create, and literally just paste that URL into Bitly, and what it does, it gives you a nice little shortened link there. I'm not going to do it on this one because obviously it's not my video and not my playlist, so I don't want to do that. But once you've signed up with Bitly, it's very, very, very easy to actually shorten it so you can actually post it on social media. What you can also do as well, and again, I'm not going to do it, but you can also customize that URL as well. So you could actually put the name, I think it was DG and Friends from memory. You can actually name that now. So it would be Bitly, DG and Friends. You can actually name that as part of the URL. So you won't actually see this 3PEYV5X. You won't see that. You will actually see the customized version of it. All right. And again, I'm not going to try and go into too much about this because I'm not trying to teach you about how to use Bitly. I'm just saying that you can actually use it. But the reason why I recommend sharing your playlist is people will watch more of your videos. You're going to get more play, more video play on your videos. You're going to get more exposure on them. The more exposure, the more engagement that people have on your videos, the more likely they are to actually subscribe to your videos as well. All right. So hopefully if you understand that. If you don't understand how to do that, let me know. Put a comment in the video below, and I've done a video on actually how to shorten URLs if that's something of interest to you. But this is a nice little hack that you can do if you actually want to grow your subscribers on YouTube. All right, so let's go back to the presentation. So the next things we're going to say is we need to upload consistently. I know a lot of musicians, for example, this is something that they really struggle with, but it's key if you want to grow your subscriber base is actually to upload videos consistently. I'm going to go through a few people that are actually doing that quite regularly. Again, we've got Nathalie. The last video she uploaded was At Last by Etta James. That was 13 hours ago. Before that was 1 day ago. Before that was 4 days ago. You get the idea. Now, as long as you do that, what happens is anybody that's subscribed and hit the bell notification, every time you upload to YouTube, they're going to get a notification to say that you've just uploaded something. All right. This is the power of actually growing your subscriber base. And as soon as you upload something on a regular basis, they're going to keep getting notifications to tell you, or tell them, sorry, that you've actually uploading something. So for that reason, it's a really good idea to upload as regularly as possible. The next one I'm going to show you is obviously Dusty again. Last time he uploaded something was a day ago. Before that was 1 week, and then subsequent weeks before that. So he's actually uploading regularly as well. And Peter and Ella, again, let's go back to their channel very, very quickly if I can. Show you their videos that they've uploaded. And as you can see, the last one they uploaded was a week ago. Before that was 4 weeks ago, 2 months. As you can see, they upload regularly. And I know from memory as well, Peter's still on the call, and I'll talk to him later about it. I know that they basically use little snippets of this and actually post them onto social media with a link back to YouTube and their social media sites as well. So again, it's really good to do that. But to upload consistently is a great way to actually get more subscribers on your YouTube channel. If you don't do that, if you only upload today and then you don't upload for another 4 months, all the people that are actually subscribed or potentially subscribed will not see any more of your videos. YouTube will not show them any more or as many as your videos unless you keep uploading regularly. All right, basically YouTube wants to show ads. They want to show ads to more people, and they're going to reward accounts that actually upload regularly. Now there's been a new rule that's come out that even if you're below 1,000 subscribers, they are still going to show ads on your videos. Okay, so it makes sense that if you upload regularly, even though you're not going to get paid for it, they will still show ads on there. So it's within your benefit to keep actually uploading, because as long as they see an account that keeps uploading videos, they're going to keep showing it to more and more people. And especially if it's a video that gets a lot of engagement, lots of comments, lots of likes, etc., etc. So I'm going to go to question of the day, I think is the next thing. So question of the day, if you can put this in the comments as well, guys, what could you do to upload more? All right, I'm going to just quickly go to some of the actual comments here. Diddy Hair is saying, where's my hat? I think you're actually talking about my Christmas hat, aren't you, Diddy? So yeah, I haven't got my Christmas hat today, but Christmas is over actually, so I can't really wear it anymore. So that's my excuse. Dan Armstrong says, brain pick on playlist, set up and share with social media. There you go, exactly. The key here though, Dan, is you do really need to shorten it, because if you basically copy that URL that I showed you earlier, let me just go back to that. If you copy this URL and try and post it in social media, even though a lot of them will truncate it and make it smaller, I would still recommend using a shortener like Bitly, just to make it a nice little link to actually share in social media. And it's also nice presented if you can actually do that. So you're basically saying share on social media as well, and I totally recommend that as well. You got a question mark here. I don't know what the question mark's for. Maybe you can probably tell us a bit more. I thought that sharing playlists outside of social media sites is frowned upon. No, not at all. No, I don't know where you got that from. I share playlists all the time, never any problems. I recommend other people do it. They've never had any problem at all, Dan. So I don't know where you got that from, but there's no problem sharing playlists. It's a great way to introduce a lot of your fans as well to new music and old music as well. So you can put your music in different playlists. They don't just have to go in one. You can put them in several. And like I said, the more people that view it, the more people engage, the more YouTube is going to show to more people, the more subscribers you're going to get. Andy Bonner is saying, great info. No problem at all. Thank you very much for coming on the live stream, mate. Ewan Smith, content ideas that are focused is a challenge. How can you get more ideas to share your music in new ways on YouTube? Right, I'm going to come to that in a minute, actually, Ewan. So that's a good thing. And then Dan saying, no worries. Yeah, hopefully I've answered your question, Dan. If you don't understand, literally write a comment or get in touch with me on Twitter. I think you're on Twitter, aren't you, Dan? Get in touch with me. I'll be more than happy to answer your question if you don't understand what I meant. But there's no problem with sharing playlists at all. I've never, ever had a problem. I don't know. Maybe you read that somewhere or you watched a YouTube video and people telling you not to do that. I'm not too sure, but that's not something I've ever had a problem with at all. So yeah, that's totally fine. And Dan is going, yes. And then thumbs up. Great. So let's get on with the presentation, guys. So Ewan asked the question, content ideas that are focused is a challenge. How can you get more ideas to share your music in new ways? Well, guys, I'm going to go back to Natalie's YouTube channel. Now, as you can see, she's basically doing covers, okay? Now, covers are a great way to get more exposure for your YouTube account. The reason why is YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Google owns YouTube, and YouTube is the second one. And by having the title of a famous person or a famous artist in the title, in the description, and if you can go into the tags as well, put their name into the tags. When people are searching for Etta James covers or Etta James song title, for example, into YouTube, I'm not saying that your video is going to get seen, but there's more chance of that getting seen than one of your own videos. That's why I always recommend, if anybody's going to do any covers, that they do covers on YouTube, because there is a chance that you will get seen. Like I said, it all depends on what the artist is and all depends on what the song is, but people are going onto YouTube every single day trying to find covers by people. You also asked as well, what sort of thing can I actually upload to YouTube? What can I upload? What are the ideas? Again, the exact same video is a rehearsal video by Nathalie. Okay, so basically what she's doing is she's showing you behind the scenes of what she was doing. And if any of you guys, let me just pause this way. Any of you guys that actually follow me on Twitter, I always recommend that you show people behind the scenes of what you do. Whenever you're posting something on social media, whenever you're posting anything on YouTube, it does not have to always be polished. It could just literally be what Nathalie's doing here is just her rehearsal time doing a cover track. And to be honest with you, as a fan, I really do want to see this. I don't need it to be polished. I don't need it to be perfect. If she makes a mistake, it really doesn't matter. I'm more interested in listening to her and building a bond with her as a fan, heard by doing this, than if I just got polished tracks all the time. So that's one of the things you can do, Ewan. Secondly, as well, I did mention this previously as well. She's done a video to say what to know more. You want to know more about me, watch this. So she's basically done a video where she's sitting down. And I'm not saying that you should do this, but I'm just giving you ideas of things that you can do. This is what she's saying is my journey as an artist. And again, if I listen to one of her tracks and I like it, I'm more inclined to actually watch this. And we're going a little bit away from subscribers, but if you can actually build a bond with your fans by doing things like this, actually talking face to camera, talking about yourself, I guarantee you, and you will get more subscribers. All right. You can do this in your own little way. You don't need to do exactly how Nathalie's done this, but it gives you an example of ideas and things you can bring up. But I really do encourage you, especially if you're a musician, to do a lot more covers and to do a lot more face to camera. She's doing a lot more covers there. She's doing mini covers there. She's doing acapellas. There are many different things you can do to upload videos. I think what a lot of musicians think is they just have to upload music videos, and that really isn't the case. You can, the behind the scenes ones, believe it or not, do really well. So hopefully, Ewan, I don't know if you're still on here. Hopefully that's answered your question. All right. I've got a few other questions as well. Hi, Des. Great to see you doing this. Yep, no problem at all. Daryl, good information. Brilliant. Great. Hopefully you're liking it. Bitly Rocks, just got my first short code from Spotify artist link. Andy, fantastic. Like to see that. Great. Peter, you're still there? You still there,
Yeah, how
mate?
you
Yeah, not too bad. So, mate, I'm going to come to you later on. We'll do some Q&A, and I'll bring you on later if that's all right. But appreciate you being on this live stream. Appreciate that, mate.
going?
Take care. Right, let's get back on with the presentation, guys. So, right, I did this last year, not last year. I did this a few weeks ago. I did my first 500 subscribers, and I made a mistake, and I didn't actually show you guys the actual other part of the screen. So what you can do, let me just grab the code here. What you can do, let's go back to here. What you can do is you can add a piece of code on. I'm just going to double check I am showing the other screen. What you can do is you can add a piece of code on here if you want people to subscribe to your YouTube channel. Now, I talked about this briefly in my previous video, but I didn't show you it properly because I just had me on the screen. Hopefully this should help you. So what this bit of code is, it's basically a piece of code, which is YouTube's code, that allows you to get subscribers and clear out all the distraction that's going on. I'm going to show you very quickly how you do this, all right? I'll show you on Nunny Boy's account. In order to actually get this to work, guys, what you need to do is you need to click on the About part of your actual YouTube channel. And then what you need to do, guys, you need to delete the About part and then paste that little code. So it's !sub_confirmation equals 1. If you don't know what that code is, or if you're struggling to actually write that down, don't worry. I'll leave that in the link of this description. But what this allows you to do, and if you share this link out on social media, what it allows you to do is it allows you to, and I don't think it's going to do this for me actually on this one. I'm going to have to try and choose it on another one. What it allows you to do is it allows you, with this code, it allows you to actually blank out the rest of the screen. So if you share this on social media, it allows you to actually get people to subscribe without any distraction at all. It's a really, really nice hack. I know a lot of people used it previously when I talked about it, so I'm bringing it up again. This is one of the ways that's helped me to get to 700 subscribers very, very quickly. From 500 to 700 has been really quick. And it's not just because I've been shown on social media, but it's because I've been using this little hack here. So all you need to do, and I'll quickly go back into that again, is you need to go into your About page. So if we go into Dusty's account page, take out this About, and then I'm just going to grab this link again, copy. All you need to do is go into your About, paste that little link on there, and what it does, it gives you that that layout. So it basically blanks everything out. So the only thing your potential subscriber can do is basically either cancel it or subscribe. Now, I said it before, if they've actually come to this stage, if they've been onto your social media account, they've seen the link for this, and they click over to this, the conversion of them actually subscribing is probably in the region of 80 to 90%. There's very few people that are going to get here and not subscribe. So this is a great way to build your subscriber base by using this little code. All right, so hopefully you can use that. Anybody that's having any problems, leave a comment down below. I probably will do a separate video on this. I think it's actually quite self-explanatory, but when I've mentioned it previously, a lot of people struggled. All you need to do, let's cancel this. All you need to do is click on your About, take out the actual About in the actual URL, and actually post this code in here, and it will allow you to do that. Then with this code, again, you can either go straight to social media and post it in there, or again, you can use Bitly, like I said, and this is what I'd recommend. Another good thing about using Bitly as well is it gives you basic statistics of where all of those clicks are coming from, right? A lot of you at the moment just don't know where all the traffic's coming from. But when you use what we call a Bitly link, it shows you in great detail exactly where those clicks are coming from. So maybe like a few months ago, I was trying to decide whether I should put all my energy into Twitter or should I put all my energy into Instagram, for example. Not that Instagram's a bad platform, but for me personally, as a marketer, I was thinking, where's all my traffic coming from? And as you can see, most people that were going to join my Facebook group, for example, let's just click on that. Most people that were going to join my Facebook group, none of them were coming from Instagram. They're all coming from Twitter. So that kind of gave me the indication that if that's the case, I need to concentrate all of my efforts on Twitter. By using Bitly, you get these statistics on your account to show you who's clicking on it, how many clicks you've had on it, and where those clicks are coming from. So this is really important for you to know. And we're kind of going away from the subscriber thing, but it's all kind of joined really. It's all part of the same thing, if I'm being really honest with you. So let's go back to my presentation. So guys, what do you think so far? Has this been helpful? Let me see if I can go back to the actual comments. Ewan says, thank you very much. No problem at all, mate. Do you know so good screen software? Okay, what I'll do is I'll leave some links in the actual description for you, mate. No problem with that at all. Have a grade A content and B-roll 2 for content. Fantastic. Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Andy. And do you know some good screen software? It's the same question again, but I don't really want to go too much of this into this video. I will leave some links in the video later on for you, if that's okay, mate. So I'm going to carry on with the presentation. So yeah, so that's the code you need basically. Let me just quickly enlarge this. That is the code you need. So like I said, go to your about page on YouTube, delete the about part, and actually put that code within the URL. When you share that on social media, when somebody clicks, they've only got two options. They can either cancel or subscribe. That trick alone will grow your subscriber base if you do it properly, but you have to promote it. You can't just do it once. You probably have to do it maybe every 2 or 3 days, but make sure you're promoting that link. Because you don't want an ugly link, use bit.ly to shorten it, just so it looks like a bit of a better link. Right, so I'm just gonna take a bit of swig of my drink and then we'll carry on. So guys, if you like what you've seen so far, I would ask you to subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you're not on YouTube, that's the code you need to use. And as you can see, I personally use bit.ly as well. I like to know where all these clicks are coming from, where all these subscribers are coming from. I use bit.ly for everything. So guys, if you like what you've seen so far, I'd really ask you to subscribe. Also have a private Facebook group as well. It says 423. I think we're approaching 500. I'd love for you to join the actual Facebook group as well. And I think, let's have a look. We're going on to one more point and then we should go into Q&A. So the last thing you can do to increase your subscriber base is actually have an email list and start building an email list, guys. A lot of you aren't building one at the moment. I really do recommend that you do this. All right. If I go back to Nunny Boy, let's have a look. If we go back to Nunny Boy, he's also in the forum. What he's doing is he's building his email list. Okay. If you guys are interested in the 2 videos I did on building an email list, I'll leave them in the description of this video. You can basically, it's 2 videos I did, and you can download a free cheat sheet, which I'll put in this video. It shows you how to build a 1-page website like what Nunny Boy's doing. Start to build your email list. The reason why it's a good idea to build your email list is every time that you have a new video come out, you can literally just email your list to say, guys, I've got a new track coming out, take a look. If you've got 1 person on a list, you've got 10 people, you've got 100, if you've got 1,000, it really doesn't matter. You need to start building an email list. And if you haven't started doing yet, make sure you start for 2021, because I'm telling you, this will completely transform your music business if you start building an email list. These are guys that are holding their hands up and saying, listen, Nunny Boy, Nathalie, Peter and Ella, I love your music. Can I be on your list? I want to receive more information from you. That's basically what they're saying when they come on your list, all right? Now, what I taught Nunny Boy to do, he's actually in my Facebook group. What I taught him to do is to use the bit.ly, shorten the link so you can actually fit more into this bio. And if I click that link, it takes you to this landing page. Now, this landing page, again, is something I use. I personally use ConvertKit. I taught Nunny Boy how to do this, to set up this 1-page website. Now, guys, the reason why this is so powerful, and the reason why this is a link to getting more YouTube subscribers is, if you promote your if you promote your mailing list on social media, if people like your music, they will join. Okay. All you need to do, you don't need your own website. You can set this up with ConvertKit. I'll leave a description down below. If they like what you do, they'll go. So, for example, I was a fan of Nunny Boys. I'll click on this link. It will take me to this 1-page website. I'll put in my name and my email address, and I'll click subscribe. As soon as I click subscribe and confirm my email, I am then on Nunny Boy's email list. All right. And what he's doing as well, he's taken this a little bit further. This is why I don't mind showcasing guys that actually take my advice. I don't mind showing Peter and Ella. I don't mind showing Nathalie. I don't mind showing Byron. These guys are people that are actually taking my advice and running with it and trying things out. Now, look, they might not all work, but I really do respect them for trying, all right? And that's why I've showcased them on my videos and videos that will be going forward as well. Any guys that are in my forum or on my email list and are trying and doing what I suggest, I will actually showcase them on my YouTube channel. I've got no problem with that. Nunny Boy is taking things to the next level. He's incorporated most of the things that I've said, from the bit.ly, from the one-page website to building your own email list. These things will help you grow your YouTube subscriber base. So every time that Nunny Boy now posts a video, all he needs to do is email his list to say, guys, I've got a new video out. They will go and watch it. They will like, they will comment. That sends a signal to YouTube to say that people are actually interested in this. It builds momentum. More people see it because YouTube will show it to more people, and in turn, you get more subscribers. Hopefully, this is starting to click into place, all right? When I talk about building an email list or many other things before, people can't really see the power of it. But if you start doing that, if you start emailing your fan base on a regular basis, you will get more YouTube subscribers. You will get more listens on Spotify. You will get more people listening to you on Apple Music. You will get more downloads on Bandcamp. These people are holding their hands up and saying, Nunny Boy, Peter and Ella, Nathalie, Byron, I'm interested in your music. Please send me more music when you have it. That's basically what you're doing when you grow an email list. And this is why it's so important. So as soon as I put my name and email in here, what Nunny Boy's gone a little bit further as well is he's actually got a Linktree link, which is fine as well. I've got no problem with that. What happens is when I go to his Linktree, okay, he's doing exactly what I taught him to do. So he's got all these little links on here, but if you look at the bottom here, he's got his YouTube channel and he's got the sub confirmation equals 1, the little code that I just talked about earlier. He's got that here. So if somebody comes from Twitter, for example, they listen to his music, he's got his pinned tweet there, they love his music, they click on his link, they're going to go to a link tree, click on YouTube because they want to listen to YouTube, and again, they're going to get that subscription page, all right? It won't show it now because I'm already subscribed, but if you're a new subscriber, it will show the page with the subscription, and that's why it is so powerful. So I think that is it. I don't think I've got anything else with my presentation. I think I've gone through everything that I wanted to go through. Let's have a look to see. After that, I'm going to start taking some email addresses, not email addresses, start taking some questions and answers. So yeah, basically what I was saying here, and I've just done it in a visual form, what happens is as soon as you post a video on YouTube, you then go to your email list and you tell them, guys, I've got a new track coming out. Can you please go and watch it? What happens is if you've got, say, for example, you've got 20 people on your email list. I don't know how many you've got, but let's just say, for example, you've only got 20 on your email list. A certain proportion of that list is going to go over to YouTube as soon as you tell them that you've got a new track that's come out on YouTube. What happens then, guys, is they're going to go over to YouTube. They're going to watch it, which sends a signal to YouTube. Some of them are going to like it, which sends a signal to YouTube. Some of them are going to even leave a comment, which sends a signal to YouTube. When you keep sending those signals to YouTube, it shows it to more people. This is how you get your music exposed to more people on YouTube. When you get new people exposed to your music on YouTube, the people then that watch it from the exposure that have never seen you before, never heard you before, if they like what they hear, they are going to subscribe, and that's how you get more subscribers on YouTube. So, guys, hopefully this is starting to make a little bit of sense. All these people that are against me, telling me that they didn't want to start an email list and they didn't see the problem, didn't see any point in actually growing the subscriber base on YouTube. This is the reason why you should be doing it, because everything what I'm teaching is linked, from the bit.ly link, which is the shortener, from growing your subscribers on YouTube to posting consistently on YouTube, to growing an email list, to actually emailing that list as soon as you've got a new track coming out. You might have a new artwork coming out. You can ask them if you like that thumbnail and you don't like that thumbnail, what do you think? If you're doing a new poll on Instagram, if you're doing a poll on Twitter, you can email the list and basically ask them, what do you think? this is kind of why I'm trying to encourage people, and I'm going to keep banging about it in 2021, because this is the key behind it all. This is not just for growing your subscribers. This is for growing everything, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Apple, whether it's SoundCloud, whether it's Bandcamp. It really doesn't matter. This is the start of you building your own little music business, your little music career. This is the start of it. When you start growing an email list, and you can start communicating with them properly. So yeah, I'll just put it on here. This basically, as soon as you start doing that, it basically builds momentum. It starts a little trigger that goes off, and as soon as they come back to YouTube after you've emailed them, it basically, what YouTube does, it just shows it to more people. So guys, I hope this is making sense to you. I hope what you like what you've seen so far. I'm trying to get my words out. I've got so much to say. So yeah, if you like what you see, please subscribe and hit the bell notification for me. I'm hoping to grow my YouTube channel. I wanted to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. I didn't, but I'll keep going. Also, again, like I said, we've got a private Facebook group as well. So guys, thank you so much. I'm just going to come out of this presentation, leave it onto the YouTube, subscribe, and then I'm going to take some questions. So Pete, you're still there. What do you think, Pete?
Amazing. I liked it. And I'm one of those ones that struggle with that linky sort of thing too. That was in that previous video, you know how you did the little one. I haven't worked that out.
Okay, fair enough.
Pressure.
So the way I showed you, I basically showed you to delete go to the about page, delete the about in the URL, and replace it with the question mark, I think it was underscore, subscribe confirmation 1. All you need to do is just replace it with that, and it will literally do it, basically.
And where's that show up though? Like, if you're someone to go and I've seen some YouTube channels where on the banner, if you can subscribe just on their banner.
Sure.
Is that the same sort of thing, or?
It is, yeah. It's similar. I mean, let me just go to I don't know if I can go into my YouTube account. Just bear with me, mate.
My son.
Just bear with me. I'll show you. I think what you need to do is you need to go into customize channel, Peter.
Okay.
Obviously, log into YouTube. Go into customize.
Good stuff, eh?
I believe it's under branding, and where you see the video watermark here. Can you see that?
Yep.
Can you see that? And then you click change. I believe you can change the watermark there. You can change it either for your logo, or you can change it for a subscribe button. And then let me just see if I can do it.
Because if you posted that link in there, would that do that then?
Yeah. Well, what it is, you don't need to. If you want to use that, you don't need to do what I've just told you. It does it automatically anyway. If somebody clicks on there, as long as let me just see if I can find it. It might be under basic info.
That's just another way.
Yeah. So I can't remember. Yeah. So this link here is basically what I just suggested. So it's got the sub confirmation 1. If you post, so let me just go through this again. If you go into customize your channel, go into basic info, you'll have this section here that says links. Okay. Then what you want to do is paste that code in here, write your little blurb in there, click here to subscribe, but post that link that I gave you earlier in there. And then when you go to your channel, it shows up here.
Yeah.
Is that what you meant? So now if I click on here to subscribe, I can't really subscribe to my own channel, but that's what it does.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah, it does, definitely.
If it doesn't, watch this back. You can kind of walk through yourself. But mate, obviously you're in my forum. I'll give you as much help as I can, of course I will. So if you're struggling with that, let me know, and we'll get another call. We can basically go through that. It's not a problem.
It's just been incredibly busy. Things have been busy. I'm on holidays. Ella's 1,000. Wow, I don't know how far. She's 1,400. Australia. Yeah, but anyhow.
Mate, what time is it now at the moment? I really do appreciate you coming on this call. What time is it there at the moment in Australia?
Good question. It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
So yeah, so big respect to you. I really appreciate you doing this. I know
Holiday,
Byron was on here earlier as well. He wanted to come on here and he couldn't, so I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
I've been
So,
watching it.
I'm just going to go through some of these Q&As if that's all right, Peter, and then we can
Yeah.
chat in a little while. I'm just going
I,
to. You can stay on the stream actually if you like. I'll just mute your microphone though if you don't mind. So what else have we got? So we got Daryl. I see I have a lot of work to do. Yeah, Daryl. Anything that's worth doing, it takes a lot of work, unfortunately. The good thing about YouTube, mate, is this is being recorded. I know I'm doing it live, but it's going to be live on Twitter. It's going to be live on Facebook. It's going to be live on YouTube. Anything that you're going to struggle with, just watch this video back again. It's going to be on replay. A lot of people are going to be doing the same thing. So, Daryl, there's a lot of work to do, yes, but it's going to be worth it if you do it, mate. I really do appreciate you coming on here today. Dan Armstrong. Dan, you got a lot of comments today. Appreciate that. So Bandcamp does a great resource for compiling mailing lists. Yes, it does for MSL Excel. This can be then imported into email client. Yeah, you can do that. That works if you're using Bandcamp and you want to go that way. Not everybody is on Bandcamp, but yeah, you are right. You can actually start doing that on Bandcamp as well. But I recommend you start up your own email list away from social media platforms, away from these other platforms. I personally use ConvertKit. You can use MailChimp, you can use Aweber. There's loads of other ones you can use. I personally use ConvertKit, and I find it quite good to use. The only reason why I recommend it, or not the only, but one of the main reasons why I recommend ConvertKit is if I go back to Nunny Boy, for example, I can find his account. The only reason why I recommend it for musicians is you can set up, and this is completely totally free, you don't need our own website, but you can set up a page like this within 10 minutes. And basically what it is, you can have your own little video there of you guys explaining who you are and what you're about. And you can also put your set up the autoresponder here automatically that collects names and email addresses, and that's totally free. A lot of the email providers that you use don't give you this option. And this is totally free with ConvertKit, hence the reason why I recommend musicians use it. Nunny Boy is using it and he's doing really well with it at the moment. And a lot of the guys that are in my forum, a lot of guys that watched my last video, my previous one about email marketing, are starting to do it and they're starting to get traction. This is the blueprint. This is the foundation of building whatever you're trying to build, whether it's Spotify streams, whether it's Apple streams, whether it's SoundCloud streams, whether you're trying to get traffic to go to your website, whether you're trying to get them to go to Bandcamp, whatever you're trying to do, if you're trying to build your subscribers on YouTube, building an email list is the foundation of it, because what you're doing is you're separating your fans from your followers. A lot of you guys at the moment don't know who your fans are. When you start building an email list, these guys are more important than your followers. They're probably 100 times more important, because these guys are the ones that they're going to stream. They're the ones that are going to purchase your merchandise. If you sell merchandise like t-shirts and mugs and stuff, these guys are going to stream. They're going to go to Bandcamp. They're going to download your MP3 files. The guys on this list are actually more and more important than your followers on social media. Followers on social media, it's just a click, and they might not even see your account again. These guys here are making a commitment by giving you their name and email address, so you have to treat them differently. I always recommend email them at least once a week, or at least every other week, twice a month, just to keep in touch with them, just to tell them exactly what's going on with your music. But it's the foundation of growing your YouTube account, because what happens is, obviously just speaking to Peter and Ella. So the last thing they had out previously was Perfect Imperfections. All they need to do then really is just email their list, just to let them know exactly that they've got a new, they've got a new video that's come out, and depending on how large their email list is, a certain percentage of them will go over to that email list. So, and dear email list, yeah, I've been working on that for a while. Not easy. No, it's not easy. And like I said to, who was it who just mentioned something? Was it Daryl? Daryl said it's hard work. It is hard work. Anything that's worth it is hard work. If it's easy, Andy, everybody be doing it. As an artist, you need to take things to the next level. And I'm telling you now, email list is the way. You need to promote it like you promote anything else. When you promote stuff on social media, you really do need to promote your email list, and you also need to promote your YouTube channel. You promote it like anything else. So hopefully that's answered your question. Love this idea. God damn, yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much. Guys, is there any questions at all? I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. Daryl, thank you. No problem at all. Got it. Thanks. No problem at all. Dan again, more so added as an additional, to be honest. Okay, that's fair enough. Can appreciate that. And then Dan saying again, that's really helpful, Des. Can't see the ConvertKit link in the details. No problem. They should be there. Actually, mate, it's probably not a direct link to ConvertKit. It's probably in this particular video. If you're on YouTube, I think it's the cheat sheet. If you go into the description of this video, it's a cheat sheet that says, I think it says free one-page website email. Download the cheat sheet and it will give you the links to the videos. Other than that, if you go into my playlist and go to emails, it will show up there. But if you haven't got it, let me know and I'll send you the link over. So Pete, I'm going to bring you back on. Oh, you are still there. Okay, great. So Pete, so what have you got going on at the moment, mate? What are you uploading to YouTube next then?
Well, I don't go back up to Brisbane for a few more days, but then
fantastic.
We're going to get busy.
Because you guys are really busy, and just going away from YouTube just very, very quickly. You guys do really well on Facebook, don't you?
Yeah, we started out on Facebook. You know, it's a difficult platform. Ella's just come back to it, but you know, it's just different avenues. We use a lot of avenues.
Sure.
You know, Twitter's good. I've been loving putting videos, little short videos in Twitter.
Sure.
And you can do the same. Look, it's interesting with Facebook because it's the same principle. A video does a lot better than trying to put a YouTube link into Facebook.
Sure.
But where you can, it's good to put YouTube links into groups where you can pick up new listeners and stuff like that, you know.
Sure.
So
have you actually started showing your playlists as well? Because I noticed you've got a few playlists, but if
really.
anybody's enjoying the actual stream, I was basically recommending people share their playlists. Is that something you started doing as well, Peter?
Not really. No, that's something I really don't do.
Okay.
Playlist sort of like a library, and like that Ella's favorites, you know, little videos she's got. A lot of her. I reckon there'd be a Patti Smith one in there because she loves Patti Smith. And you know, and it's just more. Probably something I don't do. That's when, yeah.
Sure.
I use, especially Ella, we use Facebook just to post songs, put it on your line, and pop it into a group. I like using, yeah.
What I would do, mate, personally, is this live videos one is really good. I really like the playlist. If I were you, I would share that a lot on social media. Now, what I would do is, and again, I get a lot of backlash for this, but I'm going to show you how I would do it, is I would share this, but I would probably upload maybe a different image of you guys performing. So upload this link here. So post that into Twitter, for example, but maybe upload a different image. Maybe just take a screenshot of this, but you'll get a lot more engagement on social media by doing that rather than just posting the playlist link on there. That'd be my advice. But it's the reason why I encourage people to share playlists is people, as soon as this finishes, it automatically plays the next track on the list. So it's playing this higher ground. Is it? What is it? How higher ground I am reaching? So it's playing this at the moment. It will basically play Free and Easy next, and then No More Black Heart. It'll just play each one. So if you've got 100 tracks on that playlist, each time it finishes one, it will just play the next one. And it basically allows your videos to get more exposure because people are being introduced to more of your music.
Look, one thing about YouTube, each month it's got 1.5 billion active users. That's just phenomenal. You know,
Exactly.
that's a giant. It's it. It's nothing to
Exactly.
compete.
And have you guys done any covers at all?
Covers? We have done a couple. We had
Okay.
problems doing covers. One was a Led Zepp doing a Led Zepp cover on YouTube doesn't stay. They'll get rid of that. But we have done a couple. Yeah, we've got one on
Okay.
SoundCloud, and
The only reason why I suggest this, Peter, is that YouTube is a search engine. So the more covers you do, the more chance, I'm not saying you're going to get discovered, but there's more chance of your account getting discovered the more covers you do. Because somebody will type in Ella Fitzgerald cover or whatever Led Zeppelin cover. And what it is, if you put that in the title, the description, and the tags, there is a chance, not a massive chance, but there is a small chance that they may come across your video. Now, if they like it enough, they'll watch it, they'll watch other videos, and they'll subscribe.
we had a very popular one that went on Facebook. That was Wish You Were Here. I was playing the 12-string Wish You Were Here, and Ella was singing. We just did it our style. It went really, really well. Because we mucked it up when we played live.
That's good.
Yeah.
So when's your next upload?
Well, we've got two coming up in the start of the year.
Yeah.
But next year's we're just going to try and raise the ante a bit, really put the accelerator on it. I don't know how we're going to do that. Ella's got lyrics. She's got that many lyrics. It's not funny. It's me.
Sure.
But we'll just do it. Exciting stuff.
What you could also do as well, and I'll just I'm gonna probably cut off this call in about 5 or 10 minutes if you don't mind, Peter.
Mm-hmm.
What I would encourage you to do, and this is what I would encourage other people to do as well, is that code that I talked about, also put it in the description of your video.
Ah, yeah.
I don't know if I've got it on mine actually. Let me just go to, actually not that one. That's not a good idea. Sorry. Go to this one. So this is my video here. This is I think this is the last one I streamed. And if you look in my description, I've got a subscription line here that says subscribe for more free music marketing tips. And again, I've got my bit.ly link. If you click on that, they automatically subscribe. That's another thing you can do as a musician if you're trying to get subscribers on YouTube, is actually put a subscription link in there. I don't think you have on any of yours, but maybe what you need to do, Peter, or get Ella to do it if you don't want to, is basically just go back through all your other videos and add that line in there with that link. You'll get, again, more subscribers. If somebody's watching your video and they like what they've seen, they're going to read your description, they're going to see that little bit of blurb there, and they're going to subscribe. Not everybody, but a percentage of them are going to.
Amazing. So
yeah, and not only that as well, what you can also do as well is actually put links to, say for example, this video here, I wanted to link out to another video, for example. All I would need to do, let me just come out of this. Say, for example, I've got this one here that I streamed about 6 days ago. What I could do is I can go into it. I can either use this URL, but I'd prefer it if you actually use the shared link. I can copy that URL. I can go back to that video that I was just in and just pause this and then edit this video, which will also allow me to edit the video. And what I can do then, Peter, is I can just type in, check out this video, for example.
Yeah.
Can't spell today, sorry. Check out this video, and then I can just paste that link in there like that. So when I come out of this now, I'm going to delete this in a minute, but when I come out of this, and I click over to that video, just pause this. The link that I just edited is just there. Check out this video. So if you want people to watch more of your videos, you can do that basically. You literally can just paste that link into another video's description to actually get more plays on your videos as well. So if you've got a music video, a new one that's just come out, for example, you can go back to your old videos and paste links in the description, pointing people to your latest track. What do you think? Good idea?
Great idea, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So Peter, I'm going to end this live call in a minute. What's your latest track out at the moment that people can go and see?
COVID Relief, or we've got another one too, Mercy.
Mercy.
And we've got one coming out next week. Yeah, look, the uploads are going to start really flowing, but it's just
okay.
going to be
Great. So have you put in music videos to those, or are they just audio for now?
Probably when I get back. We've got 2 videos to make.
Okay.
We've got Just Gonna Rock, that goes up next week. And I don't think that's got, well, actually that might have a video. And The Farmer's Toil, which that was done as a raw.
Sure.
When we first made it 2 months ago. So yeah, so we're just going to be, we just want to keep busy. We just want to record,
sure,
do lives, and just make 2021 great.
You're going to really kick it off, I think, this year, you guys. Definitely.
Well, there's plenty of lyrics. We just got to do the music, and bang, we're going to go for it.
Fantastic. Look, Peter, I'm just going to answer a few more of these questions. I'm just going to remove you from the stream, but thank you so much for coming up. I know it's 2 o'clock in Australia there at the moment. I appreciate you coming on this. Thank you so much. You've helped me out a lot, and that's the reason why I don't mind giving you guys exposure on here as well. You take my advice, you run with it, and you see what works, you see what doesn't work, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get you on here. I did invite the other guys on here as well, but they're working, so unfortunately, or it was quite early in the morning, they couldn't stay up. So I do appreciate you coming on this today. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you. Catch you, dude.
Take care of yourself.
See ya. Bye.
Bye-bye. So guys, I'm going to answer some more questions. Right, let's have a look. So Cal's here. Cal, this guy here has been on every live stream I've done. Thank you so much, Cal. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I don't think you've got a Twitter account or Facebook account, but mate, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on every single live stream that I've done. Dan is saying my playlist, feel free to delete if it's too cheeky. No, not at all, mate. You post whatever you want to. It's not a problem to me. That doesn't really work that well anyway. You kind of have to get people onto social media, get them liking what you do, build up a relationship. These people that, you know, post links on other people's threads and hoping people play it, it just doesn't work. So just an FYI. Right, and yeah, playlist links within YouTube that all point to the next is critical. Absolutely, exactly. Andy, I can't remember if I don't remember going to your channel, but yeah, you probably are doing that if you're mentioning that. But it's a really good idea, especially if you've got a new track that's come out. Go back to your previous 4 or 5 YouTube videos and place a link in there saying that, guys, this is my latest track. So anybody that goes to your old videos, they can actually listen to your new one as well, just in case they've missed it. So it's really good to go back to your old videos and post a link to your latest track in there. The only thing you got to remember is to go back and edit it again if you've got another new track coming out. So that's the only downside. But in order to get more YouTube subscribers, definitely place that YouTube subscriber link in there. I definitely recommend doing that. Whether you want to paste the URL in there that I gave you, or whether you want to use a bit.ly link, I recommend using a bit.ly link. Let's quickly go over that again. I recommend using a bit.ly link because what happens is, let me see if I can find it. When you use a Bitly link, guys, you literally get the stats of where whoever's clicking on your link, you kind of find out exactly where they're clicking on it. So that's the reason why, instead of just using a normal URL, that's one of the main reasons why you use a Bitly link, because it gives you the data of where those clicks are coming from. And as you can see, for me, on this, what link is this one? This one is Facebook group. I'll get more clicks on Twitter than I get anywhere else. I don't get anything from Instagram. I don't get anything on Facebook, but I get them from Twitter. So hence the reason why I spend a lot of my time on Twitter, because I know a lot of people are clicking on those links. Use Bitly. Bitly is really, really good. Right, and with covers, what's the deal with content strikes? You might get content strikes, but I would recommend, as long as you put the name in the person's name that you're doing a cover on in the title, the description, and the in the tags, and as long as you say that you're doing a cover as well, that's really important. That you don't just put the name up there. You put cover in the title and the description as well. I don't see many people getting strikes for that, to be honest with you. And if you get a strike, then yeah, you're gonna have to take it down. But as far as I know, a lot of the musicians that I'm in contact with that do covers don't generally have problem with strikes. So maybe you're not given enough credit, maybe in the description or something, that it is a cover, and that's maybe why people get strikes. I have no idea. So Cal is basically saying, what are your plans for next year, Des? Any targets? I did a tweet, actually. I think I put my targets down there, Cal. Let me just quickly find that while I'm talking. I did a tweet a few days ago about my my targets. I can't remember if I can find it. But basically what it is, I wanted to hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers this year, and I didn't hit it. And it's not a massive problem because it was a large target anyway. I only really started doing YouTube properly in I think it was the end of September. Oh, here it is. So yeah, this is my targets if you want to know, mate. Just take myself out of this and blow this up. So my targets for 2021, if you really want to know, is hit 18,000 Twitter subscribers. I think, not subscribers, followers, sorry. I think I'm at 16,600. So yeah, in January of 2021, I want to hit that. I want to hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers in January 2021. I'm at 700 and something at the moment. Add 100 people to my Facebook group, and then 600 people onto my mailing list. So those are my targets, mate. Hopefully that answers your question. Put myself back on screen. Okay, so Dan, thanks for your time and info, Des. Nice to hear from the other contributors. Yeah, that's great, mate. To be honest with you, I did actually invite them to come on this live stream. And so, most of them are working, and like Peter there, it's early hours in Australia, so they went to bed, so they couldn't be on here. But I'll try to, where I can, if I'm going to show people's accounts, I will try and get them on the call as well. It's just this particular time works really well for the UK and the US markets that I'm trying to attract. I haven't got many fans, or not fans, I don't want to use that word, but I haven't got many followers or subscribers in Australia. So it's difficult for me to actually post it in a time that works for everybody. Most of my followers, most of my subscribers are actually in the UK, Europe, and the US, and this time kind of works for all of them, really. The busiest time for me to post content to YouTube, believe it or not, is about 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. But I like to post, or I like to publish just before that, so it kind of builds momentum to the busy time. So that's why. But yeah, I'm quite happy to get people on if they're happy to come on. A lot of people are shy. A lot of musicians are quite shy. So yeah. Thanks for the great info. I'm a musician. I just made, sorry, this is Happy Ron Music. Thanks for the great info. I'm a musician. I just made a music video with footage from the new Star Wars show. Oh, great. Fantastic. Any thoughts on promoting this? Yeah, just post it on social media, mate, to be honest with you. If you really want to, you can do some YouTube ads. I wouldn't recommend that unless you're trying to build your email list, or you've got a track that's coming out that you're selling or streaming. But share it on social media. That would be my advice. What I'd personally do, though, mate, is if you want to promote that specifically, you do a combination of, say, for example, if you're on Twitter, I'm not too sure if you are, but you do a combination of tweets that have a link with a snippet of the video and tweets that you share a YouTube link to that video. Do a combination, excuse me, don't just do it once. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are the busiest times on social media, especially Friday. Share it multiple times on a Friday, and you should get some traffic to it as well. All right, so hopefully that helps. You can do ads if you want to, but unless you've got a new track that's coming out and you want lots of streams, unless you're trying to build an email list, unless you're trying to sell something, it's not really a good idea to do ads, if I'm really honest. You don't really get any return on investment as such. So yeah, hopefully that helps. So guys, is there any other questions before I end this live stream? So yeah, he's saying hi, is it hi to all? I don't know what that means, but yeah, so is there any other questions at all, guys? Happy to answer any questions at all. I've got another 5 minutes before I dial off. Any more questions at all? Otherwise, I'm going to sign off. So guys, I have got a Facebook group as well. If you want to, if you go into my bio on Twitter, you can join my Facebook group if you want to. Just take these off. There's loads of topics in the actual Facebook group. I try to post in there daily. I don't always post in there daily, but I'm always posting content to somewhere. Obviously, a lot of people ask questions in the forum. The guys that I mentioned today in this video are in the forum. I don't mind showcasing them if they're the ones that are actually taking action. The problem is, I post a lot of content on social media, a lot of educational content. And the problem is a lot of people watch these things, a lot of people read them, but they don't take action. So I only really want to share the successes and the things that people are doing that I think they're doing really well and who are trying to take action. They don't necessarily need to be doing it well, but as long as they're trying, I will try and give them, as much help as I possibly can. I really will do. Andy, thank you so much. Happy New Year to you as well. Appreciate that. I haven't been on Instagram as much, mate. You probably noticed that. The reason why is most of my engagement, most of the people that subscribing to Facebook, subscribing to YouTube, subscribing to my email list are coming from Twitter. I post on Instagram virtually every day. I just don't spend a lot of time on there. It's all part of literally not trying to spread myself too thin. So most of my time, I'm not going to lie, is spent on Twitter. Twitter is where I get most of my engagement from, so I spend most of my time on there. So yeah, I was talking about Facebook. If you guys are interested, sign up for my Facebook group. It's completely and totally free. We've got 484 members there at the moment, so I'd really like it if you decide to actually join. It's a private group. It's not visible to anyone else unless you join. I do a thing on the Friday where I basically say you can promote whatever you want as long as it's a social media link. So if you've got a new track that's out and you're promoting it on Twitter, you can post it in here on the Friday underneath my promo link that I post on the Friday. And you can get people or encourage people to actually comment on it and stuff. The only thing I don't allow within the forum is if you want to try and link out to Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, those sort of places, I won't allow that. But on a Friday, if you've got a new track that's come out, I'll post a link in here. I don't know if I've actually got one, actually. I'll post a link in here somewhere. Anyway, I can't find it now, but I post a link every Friday allowing you guys to post your social media links if you've got a new track that's come out. And then the idea is for other members to go to that social media page or that post or that tweet and like and retweet it, etc., etc. So yeah, I'd love for you to join. It's a great group. Started it back, I think, in June of this year. And yeah, it's been really fun, actually. Really, really, really fun. I wish I could spend more time in there, if I'm honest, but I don't have the time, but I do post in there regularly, and I do take questions from a lot of people as well. So that'd be great if you could join. So guys, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. I think, let me just go through the presentation again. Just summarize if I can. Let's go through these. So so just summarizing, I said that you need to set a goal. I set mine for the 1,000 YouTube subscribers by the end of the year. I didn't hit it. I hit maybe 730 odd. I didn't achieve it, but you need to set a goal if you want to try and grow your YouTube subscriber account on YouTube. Set a goal and try and set it one that you know that you can't reach, but it's kind of close to your target, I suppose. I would recommend that. You need to get the basics right. So you need to make sure that you've got a header. You need to make sure that you've got text in your about page. If you haven't done yet, make sure you as well in the about page. Let me just come out this a bit. Make sure in your about page that let's go to my channel. Let's put myself on here. So make sure on your about page that you're filling it in properly. All right. I know some of you have only got 1 line or 2 lines. Make sure you try and fill in as much information about what you're doing as possible. Make sure you've got a decent header in here. Make sure you include these links in here. You can change these links, by the way, by going into customize channel. And make sure you start building playlists as well. All right. I've now started building playlists on my channel, and I'm starting to share those playlists out on social media. That allows me to get more exposure on my other videos, which then allows me to get more subscribers onto my YouTube channel. So I recommend that you do that, guys. All right. So those are the basics as well. If you're not doing that, get onto your YouTube channel and start doing that. I didn't talk about channel trailer as well. You need to produce a channel trailer to tell people about you and your music. I didn't go over that, but if you can make sure you do it. It doesn't have to be a long channel trailer, maybe a minute or 2, but it basically needs to be you just introducing yourself and yourself to the people that are going to subscribe to your YouTube channel. You just need to basically, publicize you and your music in that trailer. Share your playlist for more views. That's another thing as well. The more views you can get, the more exposure you're going to get for your music and your brand, the more people that's going to subscribe to your channel. Upload with consistently. I said upload with, I spelled that wrong, sorry. Upload with consistency, that's supposed to say. You need to basically upload as much as you can. A lot of people think you just have to upload YouTube content, YouTube music videos. You don't. You can upload whatever you want. Behind the scenes stuff. I went to, was it Nathalie? Went to her account, and you can see that she posts lots of different things. It's not just music videos. She posts loads of content. That's what I'd recommend you do, and that's how you're going to get more YouTube subscribers. And then what else have we got? Promote your videos on social media and promote your channel on social media using that link there. So go to your about page, delete the about part in the URL, and place this in here. That allows you to go back to Twitter. As soon as you basically take out the about text in your URL and you replace it with that code, whoever clicks on that URL will basically come to this page. There's only 2 things they can do. They can either click cancel or they can click subscribe. All right. If they've got to this page, they're probably going to subscribe. I'm not going to lie to you. So guys, that's all. I think that was it. I don't think there was anything else. I think that was it. I don't think there was anything else. Promote via email marketing as well. If you're not building an email list for 2021, you need to get started on it. It's the best way to get more exposure for you, get more exposure for your brand, build your subscriber base, get more content, get more engagement on your social media posts. It's the best way to do that, is grow an email list. All right, I'm probably blabbing on and going on a bit here, but I'm gonna keep banging on about this all year. Start an email list. I've got a cheat sheet in this description of this video. If you can't see it in the description of this video, then DM me on Twitter, Facebook or Instagram. But I've got a cheat sheet that shows you how to set up a one-page landing page like Nunny has. Nunny Boy took my advice. I can find it now. Sorry, guys. Nunny Boy took my advice. He set up a one-page website to collect names and email addresses. You don't need your own website. You can do this with the software ConvertKit, which is like what I use. I teach you how to do this, all right? And you can do it for free. So there's no excuse not to do this. You can build your own email list, build your own page like this. Nunny Boy, basically, he's really proactive because he basically links out to that in his bio. So anybody that comes across his Twitter account, they like the music they see in his pinned tweet, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to go to this bio in his Twitter account, and they're either going to click this link or they're going to click that link. If they click this link, it goes to his one-page site that allows him to collect names and email addresses. All right. It's really great if you're looking to build your subscriber base, because as soon as you've got a new track that comes out, all you need to do is send these guys an email. Guys, I've got a new track that's coming out. Go and have a listen, go and have a watch and tell me what you think. Those guys are going to watch it. They're going to like it. They're going to leave a comment. That's going to send signals to YouTube, which in turn tells them that they need to show your content to more people. That gets you more subscribers. Guys, thank you so much. There's going to be a replay of this as soon as I press end broadcast. Watch over this again, skip over the things where I'm blabbering too much. But I hope you found this useful. Thank you so much for coming on the stream. I really do appreciate it. I'm also, as well, I'm going to start streaming. I was doing it on a Sunday afternoon. I'm now switching that to a to a Saturday afternoon. So I think it's going to be 10 past 2 GMT. Where are we? 2 p.m. It's going to be 10 past 9 in the morning EST, and for PST it's going to be about 6 o'clock in the morning. But like I said, any live streams that I do on a Saturday, as soon as I end record, it will be posted to YouTube and you can watch the replay if you're not around at the time. So guys, thank you so much. My name's Des from the Music Marketing Academy. If you're looking to market either you, your band or your brand in this fast growing music industry, this is the right place. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you had a nice Christmas as well. Happy New Year, and lots more content coming in New Year as well. Thanks, guys.